Tutoring, as it's defined by Oxford Languages, is a form of teaching usually conducted with a singular student or small group. At the high school level, it's typically used for students who need extra help doing or understanding work before or after school. Miss Amy Martin is a teacher and tutor at FHS, and she says it's not a punishment.
I think sometimes you need that downtime, that little bit of extra time with a small group situation to be able to ask questions that either you're uncomfortable to ask in class or you just don't think of them. Sometimes a little bit of wait time and then you're starting the assignment and you have questions that you didn't have during class. So I think it's an easy way to get yourself on track.
Alex Kennan is a student at FHS who runs a tutoring business. He says why tutoring is oftentimes better than regular high school style teaching.
Sometimes it's a lot more relaxing to be taught by a peer or someone that you kind of just know from school than it is just some random person that you never met before. It's the best if they kind of know what they want me to help them with, and then usually they'll come to me, bring it, show it. I'll be like, oh, okay, here, let me try and break it down for you, and I'll teach it. Also, I'm very personal with how I teach, and I feel like I'm very good at breaking things down and explaining them to people. Overall, I've had some pretty positive feedback from people I've tutored. They've said that I've helped them and that they usually score better on their test. But the only thing is that some people, they try and schedule one right before the test, and that's not something I advise. I advise having multiple studying sessions beforehand because it really does help memorize the information. But I've overall had positive feedback from people that I've tutored. I do know one of the people I tutored were the only people in their class to pass the test, and everybody else in the class failed the test, and they were one of the only ones to pass it out of 3 people, I believe. So I think I have some pretty good results.
Ms. Martin says tutoring is really good for students who have missed a lot of school.
I have had a student in the past who was sick for several weeks and just got really far behind. This was also a student who was very quiet and did not like to draw attention to themselves and was in a big class. So it was kind of nice for them to come after school and work with me. We worked one-on-one. She was able to answer questions or ask questions that she didn't feel comfortable asking in front of the class. And really 2 weeks' time is a long time to miss. So it was good for us to connect that way.
Make sure to check out Alex Kennan's tutoring page on Instagram and do good on your finals. Reporting for BKTV Live, this has been Michael Whitaker and Chandler Connor.